Hockey was literally invented on a frozen pond. There's not a chance in hell I'm going to miss the opportunity to take photos of pond hockey.
Oh, you want to get walked? I'll walk you. I'll fucking walk you.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Goat Pass, the channel about photography and my journey through it. Today, we're talking about hockey.
Covers, Shane Wright hit hard by Tanev.
Holmberg thought he had it. Somehow that is kept out.
Specifically, we're talking about pond hockey and the chance I had to go to Denver to shoot a tournament for a buddy of mine. Shout out to Justin on Twitter. I've loved hockey since I was a little kid. Grew up playing goalie, which probably explains a lot. Anyway, I've loved hockey since the Rangers won the Stanley Cup back in '94. I remember when Team Solani played for the Winnipeg Jets.
With 54 goals. How did he celebrate? He went duck hunting.
I remember Marty Brodeur's goal. His first one.
Brodeur controlling. The net is empty. He throws it down. And in! He scored a goal!
I watched live as Patrick Waugh fought Mike Vernon.
Follows up with the right. How about this?
And then Chris Osgood.
Here we go. Once again, we go again. Osgood and Waugh. It was Vernon and Waugh a year ago.
I remember Kurtz Joseph going crazy.
Joseph is furious.
Dominic Hasek being, well, Dominic Hasek. Cujo was my favorite, though.
Curtis Joseph got the paddle down on that one. He was out of position and rallied back to make the incredible save.
I remember Mario retiring. And then unretiring. Hell, when I was growing up, they were still teaching kids the kick save.
It eliminates much of the inconsistencies in a goaltender's play.
Yeah, that's a real thing they taught. Point is, the Phoenix Coyotes were created and died in my lifetime, and they were awful the entire time. Just bad. I think I'd rather be a Browns fan. So every year in Colorado, there's a pond hockey tournament, and hundreds of teams from across the world, literally across the world, come to play in this 3-on-3 tournament on a pond. So the two teams I got to follow around throughout this whole tournament are from the USA Warrior Hockey Program, which is a program for disabled veterans, and their sister team, brother team, some sort of siblings, from Denmark. Let me say from the start, those guys can drink. Like, we got to the hotel at 4 p.m. and they had been at the brewery next door since 10, and they were out drinking everybody still. Yeah, they tried to teach us the song. We just said skull when we got to that point. Pretty easy. So keep in mind, I'm doing all of this on 10 days notice. Justin sent me a text. He's like, hey man, I'm going out to this tournament. Do you want to come get some photos? I was like, hell yeah, dude, pond hockey? Why not? The night before, I can't sleep. I got a 5 a.m. flight. It is 4:30 in the morning. Didn't sleep at all. And I'm too excited. And I'm a little worried that I'm gonna miss my flight. Kind of reminds me of getting up for hockey practice. Remember those. 4:30 a.m. All that gear. So I've never shot hockey before. So this was a new experience for me. So I figured take basically everything that I think I could possibly need for the entire weekend. So I took my 24 to 105 lens. I took my 150 to 600 lens. I took my Osmo Pocket 3, which, game changer. If you don't have one, get one. Best $500 I ever spent. Anyway, both teams had 4 games. They played each other once, which was the highlight. Because there was some definite chirping going on.
Worse than the goddamn Glade plugins.
Hit him so hard he only has 8 toes. Might want to dust that fuck off.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, great pass. Why don't you put him to his skates again?
I mean, it was fucking spot on.
Hey, Robbie, 5 minutes is enough for you to inbreed at least 2 more kids. Go get on it. Hillbilly.
How the fuck are you doing over there, huh?
I don't know. Ask your mom. She's pretty satisfied with my work.
So for that one game, perfect, amazing. I'm getting photos of everybody. I'm getting video of everybody. No issues. The other 3 games though, they're playing at the same time in 2 different places. So I gotta split my time and figure out how I'm gonna get the best shots of both teams so that I have something to give back to them. Honestly, that's where the long lens came in handy. I had both camera bodies on me, so I was able to get, you know, some nice wide angle shots and some nice in-close shots. And sometimes I was able to get shots from one rink towards the other rink. It came in handy to have 2 different lenses, and I got some great shots out of it. Now there was a lot that went on that weekend. A lot of good food, a lot of good beer, a lot of great hockey, obviously. But I think for me the best part had to be the nostalgia. Hanging out with those guys all day, every day for 4 days, chilling, drinking beer, eating the good food, having good conversations. It took me back to those days where I was in the locker room. And I haven't been in a hockey locker room since college, which is over 15 years now. So it was just the best way to kind of relive those years growing up on the ice, playing with all those guys. And it was almost like the hockey was secondary. Like it was just an excuse to get everybody together. And I think for me, that's the best part. To go back to a game that I love so much, to where it all started, and to really try to capture that spirit, that community of people who just love hockey and love skating, love being outside, love being on the ice, love being with their buddies. That's what hockey's all about. And I think that's what I was trying to capture, and I think that's what I did capture. I think the community aspect of it is something I've been missing since I got to Montana. I've only been here a year. You know, I'm still learning where everything is, still kind of building my own community here, but it was very good to get to a place or go to a place where I was accepted pretty much right away. You know, everybody knew I was the photographer. They knew I wasn't playing. They know I'm a vet. And we just had a good time, laughing, drinking, joking. You know, it was one of the cooler experiences. And this is part of why I love photography so much, is that I have a curious mindset. I'm curious about a lot of stuff, you know, leatherworking, painters, cooking, hockey, obviously, all sorts of stuff. And photography allows me the opportunity to go to these places and go to these events and meet different people and just kind of learn about other people. And I think that's something that we're really missing in this country, is just being able to learn about other people. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Honestly, kind of bullshit that the bar's not open.